Hi everyone, Alex here. Today we're going to be looking at Sega Saturn emulation on the AYN Odin Pro, but first I wanted to give a little update. I've been playing more Super Mario Sunshine, and someone kindly showed me that you can play this game in widescreen without any distortion effects on the sides. I've put an update in that video so that you can apply a patch to the ROM itself, and then you have to put it back on the memory card or the internal storage, and then refresh your library. And I've been having a lot of fun with this game again. Well, I say that, I actually find the game kind of frustrating for some reason. But it's really pretty and it looks nice. The only downside is there was a level like Pina Park or something, and that was the only level that was giving me frame drops, which was annoying, but it's I could live with it. Anyway, back to the actual video. So we're going to be looking at Yaba Sanshiro. There's also a core for this on RetroArch, but I'm going to be using the emulator here. I think I actually paid for this version, but okay, so I'll leave a link in the description about setting up this emulator. So when the Odin Pro got released, shortly after, the person who made this emulator got an Odin themselves, and they updated it so that games are now a lot more playable on this device. It was actually really bad at first, but he quite quickly added that addition. So yeah, I'll put the guide in the video description, and you can see what settings you need to change. Now in this video, I don't know if there'll actually be a lot of games I'll actually be checking out. Let's start off with Burning Rangers. I'm not sure if I actually had some problems with this game. I'm going to load a save state, this one I guess. And it does seem like games are playing quite fine. It says at the top that it's running at, what's that say? 50 frames? I was getting 60 earlier, but it says it's also skipping frames as well. I needed to test this game more, but I also find it really annoying to play. I never actually played this when I was younger. And yeah, this was a point in time when some games actually didn't play all that fantastic. I need to turn the volume up quite a bit for the Sega Saturn. There are actually a lot of like janky games on the Sega Saturn, but I just remember Burning Rangers having fantastic music. So I don't know if I will personally play this game more. I'm not sure if some of this like odd like polygon stuff chiming in is is because it's in widescreen. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to like tap a button to dodge. There was a tutorial I did. Completely forgot everything in the tutorial. Oh, this game is really annoying to control though. How am I doing that? I know there's a double jump. Is this the wrong button? I keep wanting to use the right stick to... I mean, you can't... I don't think you can map controls per game on this. Otherwise, I would map L and R to the right stick so that I could move the camera around. This is a very annoying You see, the thing is, when you press a direction and the jump, he'll do like a side jump or a backdash or something. And when you're trying to like play it like a platformer, like I've just been playing Super Mario, I find it very hard to control this game. I don't know if there's supposed to be music in this level. I'm not sure if this is just a thing with the emulator, like you load a save state and sometimes it can screw up. Yeah. This will lead me on to the next game. We're gonna have not Bomberman Wars. Bomberman Wars is weird. It's like a Japanese Bomberman, but it's like a chess RPG or something. Like, they did some weird stuff with that game. I think they keep putting stuff out of order. That's disc 2, and this is disc 1. So I played this a little bit, because I was actually interested in playing a lot of like old horror games I've never played before on this, but so this game works, but it keeps making that sound. I don't know if I've missed something in game. Like, I don't know if it's like maybe a radio I have to answer, but I've looked at the map, I've looked at the items, and there's nothing to use there. Oh my god, I get really confused with Sega Saturn buttons. None of those buttons do anything. I'll tell you something else that actually annoys me a lot about the Sega Saturn. It's load times. In this game, loading between some of the pre-rendered backgrounds can get a little annoying. I've never played this game before. I'm not sure if it's actually any good. But I was playing it for a little while, and that really started to get on my nerves. I don't know why it's there. I'm sure if I, like, actually got further ahead, I'd probably get to an area where it didn't exist. Have I gone to the very... Oh. Ah, you see, it's not doing it in here. So I don't know what that sound means. Cheat! FMV sequences work well on this as well. April Fools.
Transferred here a week ago, so you may not have noticed, but it's been especially stuffy lately. The army people have been really uptight.
What do you mean, stuffy? God, sound balancing in games, old games, was not good. I love old voice acting, man. It's so funny. Oh no. It's getting intense. I can't even remember if I'm on that submarine or anything. Damn, maybe I should play this. I intended to, but I didn't know where to go, and I was like getting annoyed. I was like, I'll play something else. See, when you were younger, and you like buy a game, you had to kind of stick with it, because it's the only game you had for something. That submarine was making a lot of noise as if it wasn't underwater.
Attention please. Would ERS John Mayer immediately report to the CCCD area deck room? I repeat. Would ERS John...
I repeat.
That was an emergency call. I wonder what happened.
I'd better go. Hey, Chief! You got a cold? You could say that.
John, take care of yourself.
Thanks.
Thanks. I'm surprised that guy didn't say something about April Fools with that submarine. Alright, you know what, I'm going to make a save state. But you can't pick save states, can you? It just keeps making save states. I don't know if it overrides one eventually or what. Okay. Deep Fear works. Let's have a look at Die Hard Arcade. I was playing this earlier and I went, oh, this is actually really cool. This is something I would play. Everything worked fine, so I'm just going to load a state. Ah, see, it happened again. So I loaded a save state and the sound isn't working. That's bizarre. I wonder why that is. That sound is really horrible, by the way. That's so weird. Is that going to do that every time I load a save state? Because with some games it seems fine. So maybe that's why Burning Rangers didn't work very well. I don't know what the problem is with that, but if we reset the game, I'll show you that it actually works fine. So, worst case scenario is that you shouldn't use save states. Like, maybe do it anyway if you're playing a game and you just want to sort of, you know, have a backup save for when you get to an actual save point. Let's have a look at the options, because... No, there's the options I set. Punch, kick, jump. Movie scenes on. Friendly hits on. Violence. Whoa, I definitely turned that on before. I don't know what violence means. I didn't see any blood before. Dude, I love old Sega games. I might just turn it down a bit. So the way... wait. It didn't set up the buttons the way I wanted. Whatever, I'll just play like this. Yeah, so the way I've set up my buttons is that I have the D-pad mapped to the stick. I know there's like a controller for the Sega Saturn that has a stick, but not many games use it. You see, if you press this and you scroll down, you can actually enable analog control. My video isn't really picking stuff up well today. But yeah, seeing as like not many games used it, I thought, nah, screw this. I'm just gonna ow. Yeah, map the D-pad to the control. Sorry, I was getting all busy in the ass. There are some like really cool grab moves and stuff. I saw one of the moves I did. I don't know if I can like. he picked them up and did a crazy ass suplex. It was amazing. I really don't know the button combinations, but this game is easily quite addictive. This game is also in arcades, so it's on MAME. Oh shit, what have I got to press? Oh, I pressed kick. I missed. It's because I don't have the buttons set up the way I wanted. Oh wow, you missed. You got to do this section. That's pretty cool. But I'm not sure if this game works as well on MAME as it does on the Sega Saturn. So, you know, you have it here and it works. I got to a section later on in here where there was a guy just in underwear and he was really tough. Oh, this guy's got a bazooka. I want to grab someone again. Oh no, don't grab me. I'm dead. Yeah. Fuck, right, a rocket in his face. Yeah. You can't aim diagonal. No, no. Oh, he baited me. I was thinking about it. Oh, I got bitch slapped across the face. Maybe I have to press a jump button or something when I got a clock. Shoot the shit out of him. Yeah, this game's fun. Oh, can I grab him? I don't think it'll let me grab him. Oh man. This game makes no sense in the Die Hard film, but I love it. Come on, grab him. Let's do some. Oh, he rolled into me. Oh. Did I hold down for a moment and he shot on his knees? This game's cool. I like this. Alright, let's back out of this. The D games. I don't want to get into like anything. Mostly the games I want to play on the Sega Saturn are RPGs. Dragon Force, for example. I have Dragon Force over there as well. I just picked up a couple of games that I have and stuck them there just for a bit of background. I think Dragon Force 2 is Japanese only, but it might have been translated as a fan translation. Dragon Force is pretty cool though. It's a strategy game where you have like this big overworld map and you like move your army, and there's like 100 sprites on the screen at any one time in a battle, and it looks really cool. It's pretty addictive once you get into it and you start taking over kingdoms around the whole place. Yeah, let's have a look at Guardian Heroes. I haven't played this myself yet. This is a first time test. I think it's kind of like a RPG side scroll beat 'em up. That lovely. I'll watch that another time. It's Guardian Heroes. Dip switch. What the hell is a dip? What? Let's just leave that alone. If I go to story mode, how long is it going to take me to actually do something? Dude, that guy has a giant chin. God, these are such 90s anime characters. I love it. Look at his giant chin. Let's be this grumpy dude. He's grumpy. Stage 1. Can I skip any of this? I was hoping to get to gameplay. I don't think there's... I haven't got a fast forward button mapped. There we go. The just fucking flies through the door. The Royal Knights are coming! Oh, fuck. Some nice animation in this. Oh, here we go. So you can you not go in the foreground? Oh, it is not a good... What? It's really hard to read. I feel like there's like background missing from those texts, but that might just be how it is. Ho! Damn these Royal Knights. Sounds good too. Is there a jump button? Whoa, that button went foreground and background. Level up? What? I'm not doing anything. I've never played this game before. What the hell? I don't understand these buttons. I'm trying to figure them out. Look at the way he punches. The Royal Knights had no idea what was going to hit him. Oh, he is throwing stuff at him. I wasn't sure. Oh, I just threw him. This game is loopy. Wait, I need to go in the mid-ground? And then you can go in the background? Oh, dude, I love all this old music. Alright, for a moment, my computer, like, went idle and I couldn't see anything. Oh. This is kind of cool. I could see myself playing this a fair bit, just to see what it's about. But it's a bit crazy. For the most part, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to exit out of that game. Let's have a look at Panzer Dragoons. I was playing this earlier. This is one of the games I wanted to show in this video, and when I was a kid, I only played disc 1 because disc 1 came with a magazine, which was a pretty cool way to like show a game. And I remember really, really liking it, but it was such a rare and hard to get game even back then. Load from the internal RAM, it's there. So there was a lot of cinematics at the start of this. It took a while to actually get somewhere. But this game's dope. I really like this. I actually think I might actually continue playing this. Yeah, this might be a game I just sort of like lay in bed and play and get absorbed into it. I like the characters. I really like the music. The battle system's pretty cool too. So I'm in front of them right now, and you can move your dragon around the playing field. But if you do, you might start losing your rating. If you get the best rating you can possibly get, you'll get as much XP and items as this battle will allow. If you move around too much, you'll get a bad rating, and the worst rating is the little XP you get. Well, obviously, right now the battles are simple, so I can just stand there and do stuff, but later on you'll have to start moving around to make sure you don't get attacked or by a really powerful attack or some weakness. I'm really curious if this game was made by the dev team that made Skies of Arcadia, because it strangely feels like it. Oh, up you get. You're going in the mine. And when it comes to video games, one of my favorite things is getting absolutely hooked by some kind of JRPG. I love that so much, because you know you're in for a wicked time for up to 100 hours, let's say, depending on the game. Like, if you like the story, the gameplay, you know 10 hours, 20 hours later, you're still going to have a fantastic time. Oh, have we shut off the fans outside? Yeah, and there's no frame drops. The sound's really good. Oh, sorry, I keep holding forward thinking I'm going forward with the dragon, but I have to press a button like I'm driving the dragon. So I'll show you an example of, I'm in the danger spot on the map. And I can just like go around to the back of them. And then there's a gauge, sorry, at the bottom. And I can let it power up to 2. And then I can, for example, use a berserk skill. Oh, I don't have any. They lied to me in the tutorial. They said I had really cool stuff. Alright, we're just going to keep using the laser. Wow, from behind, that shit was powerful. I wonder if it's stronger the more gauge you have. Great fight! Maybe it was okay to move then. Maybe I got that mixed up in the tutorial. The tutorial is basically going, here's a list of stuff, read it if you like. I want to go up. So yeah, this game, for example, yeah, I'll make save states as a backup, but I'll be trying to load my progress as much as possible, so I don't have these sound problems. The music's really good in this, man. I miss that 90s vibe so much. There are so many good, like, animes, games, soundtracks, all with, like, sick music. Sega was always, like, in a class of their own with their music. Even if you didn't like, for example, the Genesis FM chip, some of those soundtracks were amazing. It sort of reminds me to say, so, you know, I have this second channel where I'm, like, doing this stuff. I really like this device. I want to cover it somewhat, and but my actual job is writing music, and I have a main channel, which is my full name, Alex Rowe, and the name Rotaka comes from my last name, and I made it a long time ago when I started doing remixes at Overclock Remix, and yeah, so music's my thing, and I was known a lot for doing Dark Souls remixes and music inspired by that, and Bloodborne. Whoa, easy. Right, I made a save, so I think I can get past here now. Yeah, it stopped. Awesome. Oh no. Alright, that's a good look at Panzer Dragoon Saga. Really like that. I'm definitely going to play that some more. I think I've waited too long in my life to play this game. So there's all 4 CDs. They're really weirdly like placed out. I think the first one here is like disc 4, and it's 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why. I would look at the Nights games, but actually I did look at Christmas Nights. I do have a save state. Let's have a look at Christmas Nights. I think I have a save state. Hey, the music worked fine. Yeah, so I don't know what the problem is with that. I'm not really a big fan of Nights. I think it's like cool, good music. I mean, cool looking and good music, but I don't get like a big kick out of playing it. I feel like it needs to be zoomed out a lot more, just to kind of like get a really good flow going with the gameplay. I keep missing stuff as well, it's annoying. I think that the Wii version of the game, the sequel, has less of a problem with this. I don't know if I covered it in a video. I definitely checked it out on MMJR, and I basically, I don't want to say I hated the game, but I was like, no, I'm definitely not going to play this. Yeah, this runs really nice. I'm not 100% sure if it's running as smooth as it could be. You see in the top left, there's like a, it says 61 out of 60 frames, but there's a skip as well. It's skipping frames, apparently. I do have frame skip on. You know, we can test that right now. Why not? We can go down to settings. Oh, no, that's controller settings. We can have a look at settings here. And frame skip off. Let's so it's not skipping frames, but it is at 60 FPS. Is this smoother? I'm gonna have to double check this. Let's leave frame skip off from now on, just to... We'll know. We'll know if we're dropping frames. Ideally, you do not want frame skip on. Frame skip is just for devices that can't smoothly play a game. It's a bit like Aether SX2 when you like put an underclock on and it's trying to hit a higher frame rate by skipping frames, basically. Anyway, yeah, that's Christmas Nights. No, I want to exit. Thank you. I hope I'm not like too close to the mic again. I didn't check out Dark Savior. Let's have a quick look at that. I don't know if I'll be able to get in game quickly. I never played this myself, but I know it's made by the team that made Landstalker, and it's like a basically spiritual sequel in a sense. It's another isometric action RPG. Start game. I wanted to try and check as many of the games on here as I had as possible, just to see if there are games with sound problems, graphical issues. You know, I did have Die Hard Trilogy on here, and that wouldn't load for some reason, and I don't know if it's just because it wouldn't, or if it's because I had a bad ROM, but I read online that apparently Die Hard Trilogy is just way better on the PlayStation 1 anyway. Is this not loading properly? It looks... Well, that's good enough. This looks pretty good, actually. Sorry, let me get comfy for a moment. I'm just going to skip text because I'm not trying to play it. I just want to sort of see more of the game. I know I said, like, in an older video, if I can, I would prefer to show gameplay of a game, like, much later or in areas that likely give trouble. Like, for example, I remember... so when a lot of people have been testing F-Zero GX on MMJR, I nearly forgot a letter, they mostly test the first level, and someone commented on the video and said, can you check like these two levels, these two tracks, they're notorious for not working well. So I did, and that's when I discovered that actually there will be problems continuing to play F-Zero. There will be frame drops that you can't help. And that's when I discovered, I think, that F-Zero GX might actually work best on MMJ, but I'd have to test that out again. It's not really a game I didn't get an Odin to play that game, so... If something's not working right, you know, try a different emulator, try different settings and things. You never know. But, I forgot my point. You're dripping with sweat. The dream came true. Almost every... They've only just discovered that almost every member of the crew has died and hit the alarm. Oh, I can move now. Oh, goddamn isometric game. This is so fucking weird. So... Oh, whoa, this is weird, using the joystick to do this. This game has some odd graphical issues, just you know, things jumping around as I'm walking around. It seems like if I wanted to play this game, I think I'd have to actually map to the D-pad. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this, like, shifting tile stuff. The L button and... Oh. Yo, that's weird. You know, it's hard to say. Maybe this is just what the Sega Saturn was like. Nah, I doubt that. Weird. It's like I can attack. I think I saw someone play this game once, and it looked tedious as fuck to fight. Alright, I've had enough looking at this game and playing it. I guess we gotta check one of the Panzer Dragoon games. I also got Police Notes on here. I was looking it up, I think Police Notes is the best best on the Sega Saturn. Did I get Snatcher? I don't know why I haven't looked at Snatcher. Let's look at Panzer Dragoon 2. Let's assume that the sequel would have more demanding things going on. Let's skip the cutscene. Many millennia have passed. Oh, this video is nearly 35 minutes. I never played the Panzer Dragoon games. I do, yeah, I have a Sega Saturn, but there wasn't... I got a Sega Saturn very late, and there wasn't really many games I was interested in. What do the other buttons do? They all fire. But you can lock on. You can do multiple lock-ons. That's tight. Oh, you can look around everywhere. That's cool. Oh wait, no? Was it turning anyway? I wonder if this is a game you could play with the analog. Wait, I mapped the analog stick to the D-pad, so if it was gonna work. Wait, let me double test this, because there is a... Oh, I hate doing that. I want to go down, all the way down to... Let me read this. Enable analog control is on, so if it was gonna work, the D-pad would tell me, since I mapped it there. Yeah, the place is destroyed anyway. Let's just destroy it some more. Yo, I didn't mean to do that. That's cool. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, are we gonna fight that thing? I know the first Panzer Dragoon got like a remaster. I don't know if the second one got a remaster. But anyway, this game works. Pretty nice. I don't want to spend too much more time. I think it's going to be a pretty long video. I didn't want to do loads of Sega Saturn coverage because there's not a lot of games here. Shining Force works. There's no box art here, but these are translated for scenarios 1, 2, 3, and then like the bonus disc. These are ones I want to get into at some point. Shining the Holy Ark is something I might play again someday. It would look really cool on this device. This is Symphony of the Night translated. I don't know why I have this. I just grabbed it, and I'm pretty sure every other version's better than this. But you can play as Maria, I think, in this game. I'm not sure. Shining Wisdom's a weird game. I played that when I was younger, and I don't know. I just remember like feeling sick playing that game for some reason. Just, I don't know. Maybe I was sick. Let's have a look at Radiant Silvergun. I'm not sure if this is in Japanese. Treasure is a developer who can't really do wrong, can they? I never played this, but I did play Ikaruga. I really liked Ikaruga. I got that on Dreamcast, and it's super fun. Love the polarity switch mechanic. Oh cool, there's a different button for each type of fire. Looks really nice in widescreen. Oh, there's like... Well, there's like... Each button does something. That's sick. Does that one not do anything? Yep. What's he talking about? Oh, yo! Wait, if I press two buttons together, does a different attack type? Wait, so what does R do? If I press these two buttons together... Oh, if I press two buttons together, it will do... Okay. Ah, okay, so that just saves you having to press different buttons if you want to press... I can either press these two or I can press R to do the same attack. This is cool. This is a lot like Ikaruga. I know it's the prequel, but you would say Ikaruga is a lot like this. Also, it's going to be impossible for me to dodge bullets looking at the capture, since there's like a slight delay. No! Let's get the sword out. This thing slaps, right? I just hold the button and he's just... Swish. Swish. How does that work? That's really weird. No! It charged right in me. Please open up. Please. You bastards. Okay, that'll do. That's enough good little test of that game. Awesome, right? Sega Saturn works really well on this. Yeah, I don't have a lot of games for this device. There's not a lot I'm actually interested for Sega Saturn. But yeah, finally, I've done a video covering the Sega Saturn. This is my home screen again, by the way, for people who haven't seen it before. I've got apps covered at the front here. The artwork here, people have asked before about my lock screen, which is artwork for a Bloodborne and Dark Souls album I did. And then here is the artwork for an original Bloodborne album I did, where it was a 6-panel CD, and on the inside was like the interior of a castle. So this is like some of that castle. Yeah, so here I've got like apps, at Odin launcher, a couple of streaming things, different, all that stuff on the front that you get when you start off, just chucked it in there basically with some APK installers, settings, Play Store, YouTube, Chrome. And then I've got all my emulators here. I probably need to get rid of AFSX2, the turnip version, because I don't think that actually is going to matter at all. I think what I'll do at some point is I'll make a video on N64, because I think there's a lot of people interested in N64. I would just have to play around with a lot of different games, because I'd want to set up like widescreen patches and things. Well, not widescreen patches. I think in that emulator you have to set it to have like a stretched widescreen, which looks decent, but not as decent as putting widescreen on RetroArch. But the only problem with RetroArch is, I say that differently every time. The only problem with that is I can't set the buttons right. It doesn't want to register L and R as inputs. So I can't put Z on R, for example, the right trigger. doesn't work. So yeah, that definitely want to do a video on N64, I think. And we pretty much covered everything else. I think at some point I'd like to have a look at PS1 and PSP just to just cover all grounds and get every emulator done. It is really nice having all these games in a big collection. In this emulator you can put widescreen patches as well on some games, which looks really neat. Got a lot of PS1 games on here, a lot of classics. And then the PSP, got some different ones on here. I can't remember if there's another folder I need to look at. Probably not. But PSP is going to look really good on here. People always test, for example, God of War on PSP, and it's like it works, it works. I'm not really much. I like action games, but I'm just not super into God of War. I did play the PS4 one though. I thought that was excellent. So anyway, yeah, that's my video on Sega Saturn. If you enjoy that, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll continue doing more content for this and whatever else I might have interest in the future. So yeah, take it easy, have a nice day, and I'll see you again some other time. Bye bye.